You have Senate File 663. I understand we have some testimony. The next two bills, members, deal with sex trafficking. We're going to start with a broad presentation with this bill, then we'll move the bill before us after the presentation, and then discuss the bill in general. So if you could introduce your testifiers, please.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I have here with me Jeff Bauer, Vice President of Public Affairs for the Family Partnership, together with Janelle Kendall, the Stearns County Attorney.
Thank you and welcome. And who will be presenting first?
Do you want to do yours? Madam Chair, I do have an overview of the bill if I could present it and then get things more.
And with that, then Senator Fischbach, would you move the bill? He's going to do a description. Senator Fischbach moves Senate File 663. Go ahead.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Over the past several years, Minnesota has taken significant steps to fight and end child sex trafficking with the investment in a program called Safe Shelter and Housing. They've trained law enforcement personnel with comprehensive services for sexually exploited youth, statewide infrastructure to connect victims to services. We now lead the nation in our response to for children who have been trafficked. This was made possible through a study that was taken in 2012, which designed the Safe Harbor No Wrong Door system, which they've been building and adding to. What Senate File 663 does is to initiate the same study and development process for adult victims of sex trafficking. The bill would create a study that would actually lay out a similar program, presumably following with many of the innovations that were created with the bill in 2012. Obviously, we're dealing with vulnerable adults here as opposed to children, so there will be probably some differences. With that, I'd like to have Mr. Bauer briefly walk through the bill.
Welcome, Mr. Bauer. Please state your name for the record and proceed.
Thank you, Madam Chair and members. I'm Jeff Bauer. I'm the Vice President of Public Affairs at the Family Partnership in Minneapolis. And for the past 45 years, we've had a program working with women and girls who have been trafficked, just my connection to this issue. I first want to thank Senator Ralph for taking on this bill. We really appreciate it. And you've been a great author for us. And also want to take the opportunity to thank Senator Fischbach, who's also on the bill, and Senator Nelson, who I don't currently see. But also a special thank you to Senator Fischbach for a lot of guidance early on this session. I really appreciate that. So the bill in front of you is pretty straightforward. For those of you who were around during the Safe Harbor for Youth planning days, it'll look very familiar to you. Essentially, we're asking the same question. If we could design the ideal response, a better response for adult victims of sex trafficking, what would it be? So in Section B, you can see this list of stakeholders, law enforcement, survivors, advocates to produce this plan, and then language about the report. And, we really do see this as a working plan, just the same as the Safe Harbor for Youth plan that we've now spent a number of years building. The price tag for producing this strategic plan, you can see, is $75,000. We see that as being a competitive RFP process through the Department of Health for an organization or coalition to go through convening all of this broad range of stakeholders around the state and producing the report. So with that, I'd be available for any questions, Madam Chair.
Thank you. And Ms. Kendall, please proceed.
Thank you. My name is Janelle Kendall. I'm the Stearns County Attorney, the Chief Prosecutor in St. Cloud. Thank you for hearing us out on this. We learned when the Safe Harbor bill began and my colleague, Mr. Choi, in Ramsey County started doing this work, that St. Cloud was the second highest demand for sex trafficking outside the metro area. Candidly, I didn't believe it when Choi first told me that until we started looking around. We had a drive-by shooting in 2014. Chief Dave Bentrud, who couldn't be here with me this afternoon, was the officer who investigated that case. And what we found is the drive-by shooting in a suburban hotel where we had a 16-year-old girl in a room. The fight was over how that trick had gone, and we were on our way. Since that time, in our spare time, we've had 3 cops spending part of their time working on this issue in central Minnesota, We've identified over 150 persons being prostituted in St. Cloud. We have arrested and prosecuted over 100 Johns, and so far we have successfully prosecuted 8 pimps, sex traffickers. That's with 3 cops in our spare time. And what we're learning is that the ability to send out advocates in this kind of work from the Central Minnesota Sexual Assault Center, along with law enforcement, allows persons to be in a position to actually be able to testify against the pimps. So what we're looking for is the ability to sit down and have a considered conversation about what's the right thing to do. We're doing a lot of work in this area, not necessarily by choice or design, but because these pimps are one-man crime waves. They aren't all men. We've actually had one woman so far. But they come in selling drugs one day and women the next, or sometimes both in the same day. It's a public safety issue that affects everyone in our community. But beyond that, knowing what to do with these adult victims, that's who we're coming across. The children and the male victims are harder to find. They're less likely to report. But we would like the opportunity to have this study and have the legislators' attention on what would be the right thing to do going forward.
Thank you, members. Do we have questions for these 2 testifiers? And as to the subject matter of the bill, Senator Nelson.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I don't have any questions, but I want to thank Senator Ralph for carrying this bill. This is something this legislature has worked on. I think this might be our 3rd addition to the safe harbor law, and now we're actually getting to the point where we can actually determine how we can meet the needs of those victims. So I want to thank you for bringing this forward, Senator Ralph. It's very important.
Thank you, Senator Nelson.
Thank you. Senator Ralph, anything else to your bill? Thank you. And with that, Senate File 663 is recommended to pass and be laid on the table for possible inclusion in the Omnibus Health Human Services budget bill. Thank you. And members, our next bill will be Senator Gazelka, and he is on his way, as we are told. So we're going to briefly recess. I don't see him in the room, and so we'll recess. Please stay in your seats, but we are. And actually, Senator Fischbach, would you like to take responsibility for the bill, and we can start testimony on the second? You are a co-author, if you could do that.
Yeah, I can't explain the bill, but we could start the testimony.
Okay, thank you. And with that, Senator Fischbach moves Senate File 531. Thank you, Senator Ralph. And Mr. Bauer, could you please begin with the walkthrough of Senate File 531?
Absolutely. Thank you, Madam Chair and members. As I've been known to do, I have to add a couple thank yous to this one. Senator Abler for being on this bill, and of course you, Madam Chair, for being a co-author on this bill. We really appreciate that.
Thank you.
This will look very familiar for those of you who have considered the safe harbor bills over the past several years. Some of you have heard me say this number a lot, which is $13.3 million, and now I will yield to the majority leader who just sat down.
He's stalling. Is this on? I haven't even been in this room yet, in this table.
Welcome, Senator Gazelka. Senator Fischbach moved your bill. It is now before us, and we have begun the walkthrough. If you'd like to present your comments at this time, then we'll return to Mr. Bauer.
I appreciate that. First of all, why I'm interested in this. My wife and I were involved with a ministry a number of years back called Pearl Alliance that helped women get out of sex trafficking. And it periodically just pricks me, where I see this is something that we actually can do something about and should do something about. Again, recently I saw the movie Priceless. If anybody has not seen that movie, it's a worthwhile movie. Just identifying how and why things happen sometimes and what to do about it. I greatly appreciate when the individual or a ministry reaches out and helps men or women that are caught in this to find a way out. But I think government has a role as well. And so Did you read this part of it? Thank you.
I
He set
did
me
not,
up-
Mr.
Set me
Majority
up to
Leader.
allow me to say, over the past several years, Minnesota's taken significant steps in the fight to end child sex trafficking with investments in safe shelter, housing, training for law enforcement personnel, and comprehensive services for sexually exploited youth. So there's been a number of things that we've been working on, and we will continue to work on. And I don't expect the government to be the answer and end all. I just know that we have a role, and so I don't want to turn away. I want to look to what are the things we can do. I know that this bill will likely get laid over for more consideration, but I wanted to at least underline that I think this area is important. And with that, I'll turn it over to Jeff Bauer, who I have a problem wanting to call Jack Bauer, but it's Jeff Bauer. How's that? That's good.
Welcome, Mr. Bauer.
Well, thank you, Madam Chair, and Majority Leader Gazelka. We're so honored to have you authoring the bill this year. That means a lot to us. My life is exactly like the life of Jack Bauer, so you all know. But we appreciate you. So for those of you who have been on this committee, and certainly Senator Laurie has heard me say this number many times over the past 4 to 5 years, when we first came out with our Safe Harbor for Sexually Exploited Youth plan, it was a $13.3 million plan to provide the best possible response for youth who had been trafficked in our state. And there are different pieces of the response: are emergency and transitional shelter beds, comprehensive services for these youth, training for our law enforcement, not only to identify these youth, but to investigate these cases, and of course, just making all those systems work together. So since we started in 2013, coming back and funding the pieces of this system, we've made a lot of progress. Some of you on the committee will remember when we started this, there were 2 shelter beds for sex-trafficked youth in the entire state of Minnesota, and they were right in St. Paul, 2 shelter beds. While we sit here today, there's over 40 around the state of Minnesota. That's a lot of progress. And we had almost no services for youth in a lot of parts of our state, and now we do. We had almost no law enforcement trained to either identify victims or to investigate cases, and now we have over 2,000 law enforcement professionals trained to do just that. So we've made a lot of progress. And I'm looking right at Senator Laurie, and another thank you for your leadership over the years making that happen too. We appreciate that. Where we sit today is we're at $11 million of state investment in a $13.3 million system. That number hasn't changed for all these years. And so the bill in front of you, members, represents the remaining $2.3 million to finish what we started and to finish building out this system. These investments represent more shelter beds in greater Minnesota where we still have gaps, and services in those same areas of greater Minnesota. That's the bulk of what's before you today. And then what we've also found out is that as we've done more trainings with law enforcement, especially in greater Minnesota, and we've identified more victims, we also have to be providing some capacity and training in some communities to know what to do to help build their response. So you'll see some capacity building and training money in this as well. And then a little bit of evaluation money at the end because we need to know what we're doing is working. So that is the bill, Madam Chair and members, and I know we do have a couple more testifiers.
Thank you. I have Beth Holger Ambrose from the link and Simiana Williams and Fawn Lemieux,
Yep,
all
and-
from the link. And I apologize in advance if I have mispronounced your names. When you reach the table and are ready to present your testimony, please state your name for the record.
Yep, and Madam Chair, we do have a stand-in for Beth Holger Ambrose, and she'll introduce herself to the committee.
Thanks for coming down.
Hi, and welcome to the committee. Which of you would like to proceed first?
Hello, my name is Keisha Stewart.
If you could,
My name is Keisha Stewart. I am the Safe Harbor Division Director. Thank you, Madam Chair and members of the committee, for allowing us to be here today. I work for The Link, a nonprofit organization that provides services to youth and families in 3 areas. Can everyone hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Juvenile justice alternative programs, housing and services for youth and young families experiencing homelessness, and shelter and supportive services for youth who have been sex trafficked. At the link, we're one of the partners in the the Safe Harbor No Wrong Door response for sexually exploited youth. And we also provide the West Metro Regional Navigator. They're housed out of our agency. Our Passageways shelter, it's emergency shelter, and also a supportive housing program. We can house up to 11 youth at one time between the two of those programs. And then also an outreach and aftercare specialist that we utilize some supportive services funding for. In 2016, we served 67 sex-trafficked youth in our Passageways shelter alone. And I'd like to point out that when we opened our shelter, we anticipated the average length of stay being between 7 and 10 days. We're currently now at 39 days for an average length of stay for youth, which means that our youth are staying a lot longer and getting more out of the program. To give you an understanding of some of the situations the youth are facing, we had one youth in particular who was in the emergency shelter about a year ago. She stayed the entire 90 days. She was successful in the program. She was reunified with her parents, but when she went back home, those issues were still in the home. So she found herself in Wisconsin being exploited once again. Well, we were able to work with law enforcement, get her back here, place her back into our emergency shelter, and she did well a second time around, so we were able to transition her into our longer-term supportive housing program. Additionally, we had another youth who oftentimes youth don't understand that they are being exploited, and the greatest work that we can do is explain to them that they are being victimized. And so we had a youth who wasn't quite there yet. She ran away. She was very defiant, and other programs probably would not have accepted her. She ended up running away, but she made connections with the staff in our program, and while she was on a megabus headed to a southern state, she was able to get a cell phone, call our staff, we worked with the FBI, and we got her back here in Minnesota. As you can see from those stories, there are many youth that need the support from Safe Harbor and this No Wrong Door response, especially when we can continue to work with the youth as they understand what the issues are that they're facing. So I thank you for the opportunity to share, and I'll turn it over to Cindy.
Thank you, Ms. Stewart. All right, welcome to the committee. State your name for the record.
Thank you, Madam Chair. My name is Simiana Williams. I am a survivor on the Survivors Advisory Committee at the Link. Let me sit back a little bit. Okay. There's a lot of reasons why I feel like this should be very important. I mean, Passageways was something that we put our all into. It's something that we do. It's kind of like putting everything that you've never had, that piece of candy that you wanted that you never had, you're going to give it to somebody else because you want to see them happy with it because you can never have it. And I don't know, that's just how it is with Passageways. This is a place that has nothing but love filled inside of it. It's just playing a part where the mother and father wasn't there in their lives, because some of these mothers and fathers are trafficking some of their children. And it's sad because some of them are born into the lifestyle. So it's not like they wake up and say, oh, I want to go do this. It's never really a choice. It's a lack of choices, which is the reason why some of them have to do it. They feel like they have to do that. So to have a place like Passageways could be something like their backup, even though they don't see themselves as victims, they are victims. It's a reason why we're not going to see ourselves as victims, because it's just the same reason why you're going to tell a cigarette smoker, you smoke too much. They're going to be like, I don't smoke too much, I'm okay. You know, they're not going to see it like that. You know, they're going to see it as they don't even know what you're talking about. You're going to have to explain to them why, you know, why this happened, why this happened, why this happened, because a while ago you couldn't tell me that I was a victim, and I know now that I was a victim. So this little baby right here isn't going to be a victim, so I got to keep fighting for these girls. So, yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. And
Is that your daughter?
Yeah.
Thank you for bringing her to committee today.
Thank you.
And, well, if she wants to talk into the microphone, you may. Is there something you would like to tell us today?
You should tell me your name.
It's all right. You don't have to. When you're ready, we'll be here. And is it Fawn? That's who I have.
Fawn Lemieux.
Welcome to the committee.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I would just say that I would second what Simi said about having a place to call home. It's just a missing piece that a lot of the youth are missing. And Passageways fills that, not completely, but you know, it helps a little bit to have the support of the Link and all the great people that work there behind you. Thank you.
Thank you. And members, do we have any questions or comments to the bill? Okay, we've got a list going. Senator Hayden.
Good. Well, thank you, Madam Chair, and thank you, Senator Kozelka, for bringing this bill forward. Thank you, Mr. Bauer, and all the folks that are here. This is important work that we're doing to work with these young folks, or maybe not even so young, at this issue of sexually trafficked folks, exploited folks. It is a real issue. It is something that often we used to see in my district a lot, and we still see it a little more in terms of actually seeing it, but a lot of this stuff has gone to the internet and places in which you can't see. So I'm glad and that we are looking at this issue. I would also just put in a plug that the Family Partnership also has a bonding proposal there to continue on with the great work. Just happens to be in my district, so Senator Kozelka wanted to make sure we planted that for you as well, and not to get them confused, but we know that they're doing important work. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Madam Chair.
Thank you, Senator Gazelka.
Senator Hayden, thank you for that thoughtful reminder.
And Senator Nelson.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Senator Gazelka, thank you for bringing this bill forward today. And I want to specifically thank one of your testifiers, Jeff. You've been working on this for at least, I think, I can count 6 years on this. We've been working on this. I remember meeting you 6 years ago in Rochester when we came to celebrate that first Safe Harbor bill. And it's really nice, members, to see that we were able to follow through with the plan. So I really compliment you on the long-range vision and then the ability to actually get it through the legislature. And we know that lives are changed, and young girls particularly are saved. And so I want to thank you for that. And I'm very glad to see that there's a particular importance here in getting some of our safe harbor protections further into greater Minnesota. I know that was a hard thing for me 6 years ago to realize that Minnesota was one of the highest states for sex trafficking. I think until we started the safe harbor agenda, I don't think many of us realized that Minnesota had such high amounts of sex trafficking. So I'm glad it's been in the public eye. We hope that the incidence is diminishing. And I also want to commend our law enforcement who have actually taken a very proactive stance on this, particularly our district attorney in Olmsted County. He immediately started going after the Johns and not victimizing the young girls and women. So there's a lot of good things we can do here at the Capitol. Certainly this is one of them, so thank you very much.
And Senator Kiffmeyer.
Thank you, Madam Chair. And I do appreciate and have heard this bill before. So good to see you again, Mr. Bauer, and Senator Gazelka for continuing that process. I appreciate all the different pieces of this bill, you know, because it's a many-faceted approach. And so this kind of recognize that and appreciate that very much. I think one other thing, though, I remember asking you this question. In regards to this, it's often tended to think of as the women as the victims or young girls like that. But I think folks need to know that young boys are also very often victimized by this. They are less willing to come forward. It's a little bit difficult, a little bit different. But I appreciated the language in here that makes it possible for whatever may be in this situation that they can get the help that they need. And because so often we think of that in the girls that, you know, for everybody to keep an eye out for those boys as well. Having a mom of 3 boys who was in a situation where my son later on retold to me of an event when he was a young boy outside a gas station. And at the time when he was approached, he had no clue. But later on, getting older, recognizing what was probably actually really happening to him, it was a scary thought for him, just how close. And he said, if I wouldn't have had a strong dad in my home and a situation where I might have been a little bit vulnerable to this kind of happy talk and all this friendly kind of banter that they use to kind of lure them in, he could have been in that situation, and he just had a real heart of compassion for this. So whenever I see a bill like this come through today, it always reminds me of that. It can happen to anybody, anytime, anywhere. And I think it's important for all of us to keep an eye out. Sometimes something's just not right. say something, do something, reach out in a kind way. You just never know. But at least this, in a way, broad-based, organized, law enforcement and all of that, and that transition to healthy living. That's what I see you all wanting. You want to get to healthy living, strong and healthy, and that bright future. You have that capacity. So the goal here is to surround you with that and then let you loose to the future of your own determination. And that is there for you. Wish you well. Thank you.
Thank you, Senator Kiffmeyer. Senator Rosen.
Thank you, Madam Chair. First of all, I'd like to thank the testifiers. You have much more confidence than I do up there. And so thank you very much for your passion on this issue. And I also, there's many people around this table. Senator Gazelka, your leadership on this. Mr. Bauer, what did you do to get the majority leader? And I'd like to thank you both for that, but I also want to just do a thank you to Senator Pappas, too. She has been working on this issue right from the get-go and has been a leader throughout the nation on this issue. I do have a legitimate question, though, for you, Mr. Bauer, and it is on the remaining 40% must be forwarded to the commissioner. You put it to health instead of public safety, and I was just wondering what the reasoning was behind that, if you could.
Mr. Bauer.
Thank you, Madam Chair, and Senator Rosen, and thank you for being on these bills for many years as well. We appreciate it. The technical language in this bill actually refers to how we initially set up the Safe Harbor for Sexually Exploited Youth account that came from the penalties and court assessments and things like that. Last year, we put a provision in. Basically, what was happening is that DPS and MDH decided it would be more efficient for that money to actually go where all the other Safe Harbor grant funds come. And so we made that technical fix last year for penalty assessment that would be transferred to MDH for Safe Harbor, but we did not make the same technical fix for forfeited funds. And so this was asked for from Public Safety this year to make that easier.
Anything else, Senator Rosen? Okay, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Bauer. Senator Gazelka?
Thank you, Madam Chair. One just final thought about why I got involved. I was at a church service last year in the cities. My wife was there, and there was a young woman, probably by young for me now was under 30, I think she was. But and I'm 57, so I'm a grandfather now, and she really connected to my wife, Mary Lee, and I didn't know that she had come out of trafficking, and now she was helping. Her focus was women coming out of trafficking, and I just felt like giving her a father's hug. And she was married to a fine young man, but so I offered that to her, and she came under my arm and just wept because she'd never felt safe to hug a man other than her husband. And that really changed me. And that's the main reason.
Thank you, Senator Gazelka, and to all the testifiers. Every time we hear these bills, you touch us, you change us, and your courage. We all wish the very, very best for you, and we'll continue working so that you can continue to help others who are victimized by sex trafficking. And with that, members, we'll move that Senate File 531 be laid over for possible inclusion in the Omnibus HHS Finance Bill. And with that, members, we have completed our business for the day, and we are adjourned. Thank you.
Thank you.